From broke to boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
Good opportunities are a challenge to actually find them and how to tell it that you actually have one in front of you. So that's what we're going to talk about today, because I think a lot of people underestimate their dispatchers and they pull a trigger to not work with them a little too quickly. But is that the right thing to do? So that's what we're talking about today.
So I guess, let's decide what's too quickly. I guess we're trying to figure out, is the company good enough or not? If the dispatcher is good enough or not, right?
Yeah, but I think people mix the two, mix a couple things together. Let's say the rates. Like industry rates. A dispatcher doesn't really control that. He controls making sure you're getting the best ones as possible. But just because the market is not doing what you think it should be doing doesn't mean that that's a bad dispatcher.
No, absolutely not. Like, there are obviously strong dispatchers and weak dispatchers. And the outcome between the two will be very noticeable. But unless you're being dispatched by both, how are you really going to know that? Because I've seen like, we have dispatchers here that if I would go back as an owner operator, I would want this guy, or this guy, right? As my dispatcher, because I know we golden. Yeah. Like, no doubt in my mind, I can just tell them, hey, just call me when you have a load. Forget about the rest. I'll deliver it. But at the same time, I've seen owner operators being very emotional and quitting those dispatchers. Let's say going elsewhere. Why? Because he's not. He's pushing me too hard, or he's he wants me to take a load that I don't want to take. And okay, so what was the load? What is it that you are asking for?
Right. Yeah.
And in most cases, that turns out to be just like emotional roller coaster. And one thing, after 25 years in the industry, I know for a fact, finding a good, strong dispatcher is half of a job, man. Half of a success story. Because I've seen people that we think we are good dispatchers. I've seen companies thinking that we have good dispatchers. And it can be further from the truth because, you put them against a real dispatcher.
But I think a lot of people get confused, like right there, and what that difference is. I mean, somebody, let's say, because there's different type of dispatchers, and people may not know that. Somebody may be doing that customer freight, and they're really good at that. And that's not a dispatcher. Not in our world.
Yeah, in my book, that's not even a dispatcher. That's a secretary at best.
And so then when you enter the spot market and now they're negotiating the rates, they're negotiating with you, they're pre-booking, they're planning, they're looking at your whole week, the strategy of like, how are they going to make you maximize this amount of money? And fucking fighting brokers on the day in and the day out. It's like, that takes a different breed of person to do that. So I think, when they come from that different world, they just want somebody that's polite and can deliver news and kind of like just that. Right, just kind of manage it. But when you walk into that spot market, man, you need somebody that's aggressive. And sometimes it's unfortunate, but like they're good at what they do, and they're aggressive in a positive way with you as well as the broker. They can't really turn that on and off, like
Well, and again, like there is a level of relationship that you need to develop with your dispatcher, just like your dispatcher needs to develop a relationship with you.
For sure.
Like right here at Voyager, like I know some examples that this less than ideal owner operator developed a way of working with this very, very effective / aggressive dispatcher. But it's a good working relationship. It's kind of like, okay, I'll give you this, give me that.
Right.
So, for example, like everybody knows that weight is always a problem to owner operators, right? A lot of them, we don't necessarily even know how much is that really going to affect their fuel economy or how much more or less their truck is going to break down just because, there is a load 41,000 pounds versus 36,000 pounds. It's going to be minuscule. It's going to be hardly noticeable if you do the defensive driving and everything else.
Right.
However, like that very results-focused dispatcher, he wants you to make the top dollar. So for him, the weight and everything else is so secondary. So I can totally see, and I've seen those situations to where what flies with that dispatcher's all-time owner-operator, the guy that's been with that dispatcher for like 10 years, would not fly with a new guy that just started today. However, can that be developed? Yes, it would require a little bit of time.
Yes, absolutely.
So for example, there is an owner-operator that just lives in a shitty area. Really shitty area. He knows he lives in a shitty area. He's been living there for the last 10 plus years, as long as he's been with the company.
Are we talking about Florida?
No, we're
Where's
talking
that?
another shitty area. And one of the things he wants is just like nothing over 30,000 pounds. And if you want nothing, if you live in a shitty area, if you want nothing over 30,000 pounds, you have no more things to say. That's it.
Yeah, because it's already dog shit as it is, and that's how we're.
So basically, we worked out that type of deal, and that's it. We both sticking to it, and we're not getting in the way. I remember once that guy came over to swap a trailer because, again, he's not from Florida, so he's very rarely here. And he started bitching to me about how far he's going to deadhead out of here. And I'm like, come on, man. We both know the story, why this is happening, right? You know, like he can get you a load right now.
Yeah.
No problem. But because of your expectations, that's what you're asking for? This is what he's getting you. And he's like, I know. I'm just messing with you. All right, but this guy, he knows. He's been with the company for a long time. Somebody who doesn't know, no, that's a little bit more challenging. So I would say, first of all, communication is the key. You need to talk to the dispatcher. You need to talk to the company. You need to see what's possible and what's not possible. And then listen with your ears, not with your feelings.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, for example, if I'm telling you, like, check this out, we can do this and that, but we cannot do the other way. Take it for a fact. Take it for a fact. Don't think that I'm just bullshitting you. No, if I'm telling you something, if I'm telling you this is how you can make money in this situation, take it for what it is.
Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about, man. I think a lot of people love to put that in the bucket of he's kind of aggressive because you're not a yes sir. You're not a let me take your order. Okay, man, have another. Because a lot of dispatchers do that. They're just so scared of confrontation. They don't want to tell them what it's like. No, and what the situation is.
And this is what I always say, you know, like a couple of owner operators came to talk to me about, you know, a few dispatchers, you know, and oh man, like he's pushing too hard.
He's just trying to make money.
And now when you start explaining it, like, okay, give me some examples. What happened? And he's like, man, this has happened, that happened. I'm like, did you tell him? Well, I told him, but how did you tell him? And it's all about feelings.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, man, you got to tell him that, first of all, the way you told him, he thinks you're fucking delusional. So just tell him for real. Just like the way right now we're talking. If I know, like, listen, man, I have this limitation, but come on, like, what can we do to work this thing out? And that dispatcher is going to tell you, okay, fuck you, you're kind of chopping my wings here, but like, we can do like this. Like, if you have no problem doing this, then I'll close my eyes on that. As long as we're both good.
Yeah, and you know what? And that's the important part right there when he's like, I'll close my eyes on that. It's not some like moral compass shit like I'll close my eyes on that, I'll bring you home. It's about bottom line, cause and effect. Like, you know, if you're not willing to do this, you're limiting me on what I can get you financially because the market dictates that, not me.
Yes, absolutely. Because even something as simple as, let's just say, you know, the revenue. Like our dispatchers, we paid based on how much money you guys make. On the operators, for sure. Right? So we have just as much skin in the game as you do, and that includes the detentions, the layovers. This is why we're fighting so hard.
Yeah.
And because we very involved with their money actually reflects your money, now it becomes a partnership. And in any business partnership, it needs to be some sort of communication. Hey, how are we going to do this? If you chopping my legs here, can we do this instead? And then you happy, I'm happy, everybody is happy, and at the end of the day, we're making money.
Yeah, because I mean, I see that guys calling in, you know, sometimes people don't see the difference between like somebody's like, man, I'm out on the road six weeks at a time and I'm fucking not making any money. Well, I don't think that just because you disappear for 6 weeks, you're going to make money. If you don't know the formula or your dispatcher doesn't understand the movement of that truck and where strategically to move you, no one's paying you because you're gone for that long. You probably see guys that have really good dispatchers, 2 weeks out, 2-3 out and back, and they'll fucking do circles around some of these guys.
Oh, absolutely, because what matters is what do you do when you are on the road, not what you do not do.
Here you go. Yeah.
Because that's what's up. To make money, you got to do something.
That is true.
Not do something.
Let's write this down.
So I think that's a key moment right there, because at the end of the day, it's a working relationship. You have to work with your dispatcher. you have to find this middle ground to where you both communicating as business partners, you both in this together, you have to have each other's back. Now, going back to the question, when do you know? Again, I can give you like a long answer and short answer. The short answer, you want the shortest way to find out is if your dispatcher is full of shit or not.
Yeah, let's give these guys a shortcut.
So the shortcut is this. Discuss your restrictions, if you have any, hopefully not, because that's just going to limit your financial abilities. And that's it. And don't say nothing else for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, whatever he's giving you, get it done. Unless it's, let's say, hours of service issue or whatnot. If you cannot make it on time, then yes, absolutely, 100%. You got to let your dispatcher know, like, yo, bro, this is a little pushy.
Okay.
And your dispatcher will adjust, and that will not cause you any loss of money. However, anything else, just do what you told to do, and don't change any plans halfway through, midway. Don't get involved at all. Give it 2 full weeks, 2 full calendar weeks, so your payroll cycles, we both fit into those weeks.
Reflect, yes.
And then look at the numbers, and if the numbers are all right, you got yourself a good dispatcher.
There we go.
If the numbers are not all right, now we have 2 potentials. Number 1, did you really give him all the room for work? Because I actually mediated in a few of those conflicts where the owner operator and dispatcher didn't see an eye to eye, and I got involved, and so eventually I got owner operator to agree. I'm like, look, this is the top dog at Voyager. If this guy cannot make you money,
no,
you are impossible to please.
Yeah, for
period.
Sure.
So but I need you to just shut the fuck up and just go with whatever he's gonna tell you for 2 weeks. Give me 2 weeks, and that's it. If you're not making money, I guess let's not waste any more time, because there is no need to waste any more time. The guy agrees to that. And then before his next dispatch, before he's booked on the next load, he's calling me back. All right, Mike, I'm sorry, man. We tried. It's just not going to work.
It's not been 2 weeks. It's been 2 hours.
Sometimes not even that.
Oh, shit.
And, man, how many situations like this I have seen in my life? A lot. And it's just incoherent mumbo-jumbo. I don't even know how to describe it, because I would never make such a fool out of myself. Because if I'm coming to talk about money, and I'm making some sort of arrangements and agreements for all that to be discarded 2 hours later,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. Like, there is nothing that can help you. You can go to a million other different companies. You can start hauling for a SpaceX, man. I don't care. You will be broke and sad for the rest of your life.
No, there you go.
That's the reality. That's what's going on with how owner-operator and dispatcher relationship should work. So that's the fast way. The long way, again, you can do that same thing, just a little bit longer. and then there is like the hybrid way.
What's the hybrid way?
The hybrid way is actually you saying that you're going to do that, but you're not exactly doing it. So all the time, all the way through the process, you trying to interfere. Mm-hmm. You're trying to change the rules. You're trying to change the rules of engagement. You always
you're bucking the system. You're resisting.
You're changing your mind every 15 minutes, and then at that point, nothing that you're gonna see on your settlement is the responsibility of dispatcher or the company. It's just your reflection. You should put that settlement and yourself in front of a mirror, and you should see the same thing.
There we go.
It's you.
So let's do this. Who wants to take that 2-week challenge? Come on down to Voyager and improve your situation. 863-342-5171.
Oh, but I got a better one.
What's that?
So if this is for all the wives of owner-operators. If your husband has been through 5 companies already and making no money, and it's always the company, the dispatcher, the trailer, you fucking name it, like the timing, the weather. Let me tell you this. Send his ass here. We'll sign him up. We're going to dispatch him through you.
Oh.
And you're going to start making money every single week. Period. Guaranteed.
So here we go. Take the challenge.
Take the challenge. That may lead to divorce at some point, because at the end of the day, you may like the money so bad that you're just going to keep the guy on the road forever. But there is going to be no more excuses because because we're going to take pride in this.
So here we go, guys. 863-342-5171. Give us a call. Be safe and drive safe.
All right, guys, take care.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.